To answer CCR number 2, how does your film opening engage with your audience? I created a presentation that breaks down each part of it. For our target audience, I chose people who were engaged in action adventure movies and comedies, like parodies, and who were more interested in movies such as Rush Hour and Ace Ventura, that kind of action comedy genre. For the characters, we have two antagonists and one protagonist. The two antagonists are serious, they're robbers, and they're trying to break in, and they're minor antagonists in the main story, and they kind of give off mystery as to who the main antagonist of the story is. And they um they set a tone of seriousness, they create tension and mystery, while completely contradictory to the protagonist, who is an individual who is more oblivious than anything to the situation that he's been put in and doesn't really have a clue as to what's going on, except that two individuals have broken into his house. Now, his oblivion and his kind of laid back style of going with the flow creates a comedic tension, or not tension, but comedic lens that kind of makes the atmosphere bright. For the mise en scène, we chose to mix in dark places with bright places, but not like not implement high key lighting and make it too bright, but enough brightness to create an upbeat feeling to the film and a lighthearted, fun feeling. While the darkness that we used was kind of used to create tension and induce that mystery feeling that it's supposed to give you in moments like in the beginning where they're breaking into his house, or towards the end when they're about to fight him. This realism is created by not really leaning too much into the light and just using the natural environment, natural things that really wouldn't be out of place in a normal person's house. For the sound, we utilize tracks and inspiration from scores such as Rush Hour, which we used to create mystery, suspense. We showed them breaking in the beginning. We used it for fighting, and we really had orchestral orchestral feeling to it that makes you want to like lean out of your seat and like be really invested and engaged and almost absorbed into the movie. For distribution, we chose to use Cineverse as our independent distributor. A distributor's role is to distribute your films on a national or international level to as many groups of people as possible. Cineverse's main goal is to find these independent film distributors or these independent filmmakers to distribute their films from, and to connect people using technology and stories that really resonate with others. And they're responsible for movies such as Mad Cats and River, to action comedies that have resonated with many people across the world. In drawing attention to our film, we could do premieres such as the Sundance Festival and other small events for small filmmakers. A notable example of how a small filmmaker did this was with Blinded by the Light, where they brought it to a festival and it gained popularity. We could screen it to small groups, and we could also implement websites such as Kinema, where we would put our website, our movie on there, and it would reach a wider audience from the internet. A realistic distribution strategy would be to develop our movie and then to put it on Kinema, well, which would raise awareness, and also implement physical advertising through things such as billboards, not billboards, but posters, things of that kind, while also attending events, festivals, and if it gains enough popularity, we could do partnerships with Cineverse and maybe other independent distributors to bring our movie further into the public eye.